Hey guys, welcome back and happy Tuesday. I keep thinking it's Wednesday, but it's not because I guess I'm just excited for the new episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. In the meantime, though, if you want to hear about some Beverly Hills talk chatter with one of our favorite content creators who would be so bad it's good with Ryan Bailey, we dropped episode 2 for Hot Messy Podcast today, which means you can go to the description of this video, click on the link, give it a listen, give it a rating, it's free, and let us know your thoughts. With that, Crystal Kung Minkoff is addressing Teddi Mellencamp's awkward shade, and she shades her a lot on her podcast. She's talking about friendships that she has on the show, plus what she did not expect from the show. And Teddi is talking about some hardships within her marriage. What? This is news to me. So before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like Crystal Kung Minkoff hosted an Ask Me a Question session on her Instagram. This was on her Instagram stories, and this was 2 days ago, during which she responded to the shade that Teddi Mellencamp recently threw her way on her podcast, Two Teas in a Pod. Teddi Mellencamp kind of reminds me of a keyboard warrior, but how do you say that in like a podcast way? Because I feel like she never really had too much of a big voice and stood up to people on the show. I mean, every once in a while we would get some moments, yeah, but then she got shut down. She got shut down by Dorit, which who gets shut down by Dorit? She got shut down by Erica, which she can be a little scary. But it's like now all of a sudden that she's behind a computer screen and a camera, like most of us who are doing this stuff, she just has gotten really shady. After Teddi accused Crystal of pretending she didn't see the early moments of Kathy Hilton's meltdown in Aspen, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast members seemed to throw some shade back. Good for you, Crystal. Throw the shade. Before sharing her thoughts on filming with older co-stars, offering updates on her friendships with Sutton and Garcelle, and more. Thoughts on Teddi's podcast? She seems to take digs at you, Kathy, Sutton, and Garcelle, is what one fan wrote to Crystal on October 2nd. I don't listen to it, and it doesn't bother me. I film a TV show, and I have a very full life. I keep them very separated. That's all she had to say. I film a TV show, period. Dot. Point blank, period, dot. She said, I don't listen to it, period. And it doesn't bother me, period. I film a TV show, period. That's all she had to say. That's the best shade that you can give. Crystal is pretending she didn't see it. Teddi shared on her podcast, and Crystal was there, but Teddi was not. So Teddi is just going based off of Crystal seeing it, based off of what the other women are saying, right? Teddi even suggested that Crystal, who was also accused by Lisa Rinna of kind of just not sharing certain parts, certain aspects of the story, was protecting Kathy for social reasons. She doesn't want, she doesn't want to not get that Kathy Hilton Christmas party invite. Do you think that's what this is about? The social climbing of it all? The making sure that she gets the Kathy Hilton Christmas party invite? Or do you think Teddi's reaching? That's a good question. I usually don't like to ask questions in the middle of doing a pre-record, but that question I am completely okay with. I want to know what you think. Another fan wanted to know, was it hard going into a group, being the young one, the youngest person, with older women? She said, nope, it's awesome. All right. Although Crystal and Sutton have gone through ups and downs since they joined the show, their relationship is currently intact, as Crystal shared over the weekend on her main Instagram page. And they said it wouldn't last. Crystal wrote with a caption of a selfie of the two of them at a Los Angeles Dodgers baseball game. And it is good to see that they are in a good place, because I was like, this is getting, one, it got dragged out way too long. Two, it got a little uncomfortable and awkward. And three, everybody else is busy calling Sutton a see you next Tuesday. We don't need another person against her. As for her current relationship with Garcelle, Crystal offered a photo in response to another one of her followers who asked, are you still friends with Garcelle? And in the photo, she's kissing Garcelle's cheek, which obviously means, yes, fan, in your question, she is still good with her. Also on her Instagram story on Sunday, Crystal responded to a fan who wrote, what was something you didn't expect becoming a housewife? I'm not actually shocked by this answer, but she answered how intense it is. Yeah. Now, Speaking of Teddi, since we have light shade going back and forth, and that's always what it is, I know that I'm saying that Teddi is a shady boots, and she is a shady boots, and she probably will always be a shady boots, especially behind the screen of her podcast, Two Teas in a Pod. But Teddi's also talking about her marriage to her husband, Edwin, noting that it still takes work. All right. It's never going to be effortless. As much as we want husbands to be mind readers, they don't get any better at it. And that doesn't change the longer you've been together. The other thing is we really try not to take ourselves too seriously with one another. He knows that I'm very type A and organized, and I like to be on time, and that's just who I am by nature. And he's very fly by the seat of your pants. We're just so polar opposites in that way, but we laugh about it. Teddi and Edwin also have very different views on plastic surgery. And she recently got her boobs done and a neck lift, noting that Edwin would rather not know what she's doing, even though he's supportive of whatever makes her happy. I don't want to ever not look like myself. Would I get a full facelift, in 20 years? I have absolutely no idea. Probably. I can't say, but right now there's nothing that I'm itching to do. Now, Teddi opened up about the success that she and her co-host, Tamra Judge, have seen with their podcast, Two Teas in a Pod. The success, shady success. She said it's #1 every week. Our expectations, we were like, okay, we're 2 fired housewives. Let's see what happens. And then it just really has taken off. It's an exciting turn that just reminds us, like, never give up. Keep focusing on things that you're good at and that you enjoy doing. You can laugh at the hate. You can laugh at the fun. You can laugh at the different things as long as you surround yourself with real people that will tell you the way it is and the truth. And that's what matters in life. Very prolific, Teddi. All right, guys, I want to hear what your thoughts are. What do you think about Two Teas in a Pod? I'm actually enjoying Two Teas in a Pod. I just think it has to be awkward when Teddi does eventually run into some of these people because she talks so much ish about them. But I've been in one of those situations myself. And now I'm wondering what it's going to be like going to BravoCon. So I have questions. What do you think? What do you think about Crystal throwing some shade back? I'm sure you guys have opinions, so go ahead, comment below. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Jason will be going live tonight with Josh at 11 p.m. Eastern for Anchor Watch. And then on top of that, we dropped episode 2 of Hot Messy Podcast. Speaking of podcasts, Hot Messy Podcast, episode 2 out now. Click the description of this video on the link. Love you guys. Bye.